Hey everyone, as commercial real estate investors, one of the things that's always top of mind is new supply risk. What's the likelihood that a new competitor will open up across the street and fill up their building with my tenants? And supply risks have been dramatically impacted by a variety of forces over the last few years. The pandemic, migration patterns, supply chain problems, inflation, and rising interest rates have all been factors. To understand today's outlook, let me start by rewinding the clock to the pandemic. At the beginning of the health crisis, construction stalled. Local government offices were shut down, builders couldn't get permits or inspections, and so on. But within a few months in most states, things settled down and builders got back to business. Then, in the third quarter of 2020, the supply chain started to buckle. In May of 2021, the price of lumber peaked at 4 times its pre-pandemic level. Then prices dropped, then they shot up again. The price of steel also surged, climbing to nearly 4 times its pre-pandemic price in September of 2021, before retreating in 2022. Today, it's about 38% higher than it was before the pandemic. Concrete has also been going up, but at a more steady pace. Prices are now 28% higher than they were before the health crisis. And the supply challenges went beyond pricing. At some points, builders simply couldn't get the materials they needed. As a result, commercial real estate construction stalled periodically over the last few years, but supply chain problems are mostly under control now. A key metric is the cost to ship a container of goods from China to the United States. Before the pandemic, it cost about $1,400, but by September of 2021, the cost had surged to more than $19,000. That's about 14 times the pre-pandemic price. Since then, prices have settled back down, and the Trans-Pacific shipping price is down to $1,200. That's below where it was before the health crisis. Builders have a new problem: interest rates and financing. In response to all the inflation, the Federal Reserve pushed interest rates up significantly. And now it's really difficult to get a construction loan, and if you can get one, it's really expensive. Financing rates are volatile, but in general, bank construction financing rates are running between 350 to 425 basis points over the SOFR rate. The SOFR rate is currently about 4.5%. So a construction loan, if a builder can even get one, is running between 8% and 9% from the banks. Alternative financing through debt funds is running between 8.75% and 10.5%. So builders are effectively being pushed to the sidelines by the financial markets. Projects that are already underway or that already have their financing locked in are still moving forward, but very few new projects are starting right now. So here's the outlook. Apartments will likely see the completion of a record 400,000 new units in 2023, growing the inventory by about 2.1%. About 43% of the total construction will be in just 10 metros. Industrial will also see record completions this year, with 400 million square feet coming online, an inventory gain of 2.3%. Half the completions will be in just 8 metros. About 42 million square feet of retail space is expected this year, a meager 0.5% of inventory growth, and 2/3 of that total will probably be single tenant. Office construction will total about 86 million square feet this year, inventory growth of about 1%, and about 2/3 of that total will be in the suburbs. Finally, for self-storage, we expect 2.5% inventory growth, or 47 million square feet. That's well below the 73 million square feet completed in 2019, but there's a possibility this will be the one property type where the total completions will actually climb a little bit in 2024. So there's a lot of variance in the construction outlook, but the high cost of capital will likely slow construction down for a while. I don't think we face severe shortages in any of the commercial real estate sectors, at least not for now, but demand drivers should begin to strengthen by early 2024 for most property types. But as always, we need to keep our eyes on the horizon.